All right, howdy y'all, Jackson here with Ick Jerk Studios, and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Hash. I'm joined by
Nate here.
Kyle.
Kyle. All right. And you guys ready to get into some obscure football?
I am, not enough Kyle is. He's definitely eyeing his soundboard.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
Is your background today the Giants logo?
Yes, it is.
So I'm looking forward to why that is.
We'll find out.
Let's. I just want to start off by going over the news story that came out today of destroying Donald De La Haye, coming out that he broke his neck in the UFL game between San Antonio and Memphis. So we wish him a good recovery and hope everything comes up, good. So now to the stupid stuff. Now that the seriousness is out of the way. All right, so who wants to kick it off?
USFL first, right?
Yes, well, the UFL.
Or
I'll go first because I only have one.
But that was the superior league.
I only have
Thank
one
you.
too.
Thank you for acknowledging the superior league, Kyle.
Based.
That's all I gotta say.
I'll go anyway because mine is Falcons gonna Falcon later
Hey,
on.
starting it early.
So,
That's,
I will share my screen. So shout out to my boys in San Antonio. Also took on my other alleged favorite team in the Memphis Showboats. Score was 16-0 at the end of the third before San Antonio came roaring back and won by the final score 20-19. San Antonio managed to recover. I complete the fourth down pass as the onside kick and ultimately scored the game-winning touchdown with 8 seconds left. To seal the choke job that it will be discussed later, more detail in Falcons Gonna Falcon, as I mentioned, is my fun fact. So, as I mentioned, Memphis dominated the first 3 quarters, but then forgot how to football and blew a 16-0 lead. So, Memphis did have more first downs, but they had less total yards. Memphis did have more rushing yards. As San Antonio was trailing most of the game, it makes sense that they threw a lot more. So Case Cookus, who's 17 for 31, 194 yards, and a touchdown pass. No picks for him, so that's nice. For San Antonio, Chase Garbers, 29 for 40. He had almost had a 300-yard passing game, so he had a pretty decent day. 3 touchdowns, but did throw an interception. Key differentiator in this game, other than Memphis forgot how to football, was San Antonio was perfect in the red zone. Memphis is 1 for 5. So you score one more touchdown there.
you need to pick up 1 point.
Then, literally just needed 1 more point, but there are 2 more points, I suppose. But what can you say? So
Should have kicked a deuce.
Case Cookus, what's that?
Should have kicked a deuce.
True.
No,
right.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just
well,
not
invent the rule from indoor. Steal it, so you can kick it.
that would be sick.
To
They
be
should
fair,
do
if you
that.
could kick it through a goalpost on a kickoff, especially since it's further
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. So, I think
Calling
it's
Jake
awesome.
Bates.
Yeah, let's call the league commish right now. Hey, The Rock, we got an idea for you. He'll say no because of the amount of times you bashed The Rock on this and how
Yeah,
much
well, The
you
Rock
truly
sucks.
love him.
I hate The
The
Rock.
Rock rocks.
I
You
don't
rock.
know what
No,
your
he
feelings
almost
about
won
The
me
Rock.
back with that Joe Biden comment this week.
Yep. Based when I started seeing he was canceled, I was just like, what did he do? And then saw his comments about Biden and was like, he shouldn't be canceled.
So he
That's a
did endorse
W-
Biden, so that's an L.
Yeah, that's an L, but he realized it was an L to begin with. So, all right, back to this game. Case Cookus was busy on the ground as well. 9 carries, 58 yards, 22-yard run was his longest run of the day. So he got most of his yards off that run. The best receiver is Marquez Stevenson out of San Antonio, 6 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Both teams had 1 or more turnovers. And then the key play of the game is Cody Latimer, a 10-yard touchdown pass to him with 10 seconds left in the game. So next game for both squads, Memphis will be going to take another L against Birmingham. And we all know St. Louis is a joke, so San Antonio is going to be starting off 3-0. So in all seriousness, that should be a pretty good game. So we'll see what happens then. But those were my slides because Arlington's poverty.
Arlington Football Club moment.
Is that game, is the Brahmas at St. Louis?
No, St. Louis is going to San Antonio.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's not the same then.
There's gonna be like 17,000 people there.
I think San Antonio.
Yeah, as opposed to
that.
40. That game was loud, but let's actually go to that game right now. So
Yeah, league record, right? Attendance.
yeah, 40,000 people, something
That's
like that.
insane.
Modern
considering-
spring football record. It doesn't beat in the old USFL records, but
Yeah,
it beats like
modern
the
is
AAF
what
and
counts
stuff,
right now. Yeah, so
and like the
the
arena
St. Louis
league.
Battlehawks beat the Arlington Renegades 27-24. All things considered with this game, it was a really close matchup. Where the Battlehawks won it was on the run game. The Renegades just had no defense and no game plan for Durant. 14 attempts for 104 yards with a touchdown. Long of 41, averaging 7.4 yards per carry. Just insane. You got to stop them. If we look at Arlington, they had a
Coming
decent
from the
run.
Colts fan,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Deflategate. It's obviously the ball's fault and not the lack of tackling.
No run offense for how long?
Remember when you traded a first round pick for Trent Richardson?
We didn't talk about it.
Hey, this is not inside.
Yeah,
the
you
hash,
say it
guys,
like they did
Even
anything
though I
with that
started
pick.
it.
Yeah.
They didn't
Hey,
do
don't
shit
worry.
with
That
it.
pick
They got
became
on
Johnny Manziel.
Yep, didn't do shit with it.
Greatest trade ever. All right,
Yep.
anyway.
Two icons.
Yeah, Renegades rushing was decent, but just not enough. Passing game was about even between the two. Between Perez and AJ McCarron, it was about equal.
Whoa!
It
Shout
was a
out
good
to
game.
Lindsey Scott Jr. there, Incarnate
Yeah,
Word
one-
legend.
Turn right, baby.
Yeah,
Torched
one
them
for
at
2 for 4
yeah.
yards. Yeah, talk about elite right there.
Yeah,
other
that's
than
why
that,
they were in
everything
last
was-
place every year when we were in their conference.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's not like they went to the
Battlehawks
quarterfinal with him or
almost
whatever.
choked. Yeah, Battlehawks.
That's why I
almost
said
choked
when
the
we were
league.
in their conference.
Yeah.
We're not in their conference anymore. Things have changed.
Yeah, Battlehawks almost choked the lead, but they were able to hold on to it at the end and come back and win it with 2 seconds left off a field goal. So
How
Good
long
game.
is the field goal?
it is
22.
yeah 22-yarder, so it wasn't bad.
Like
He had a
1/3 of a
missed one earlier
Jack
in the
Bates
game.
field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh.
Yeah, he missed one earlier in the game, but so long as he made the one that counted, that's all that mattered.
True. No turnovers.
Yeah, no turnovers.
Pretty-
Yeah, no turnovers.
Pretty clean game.
Yeah, clean. Penalties were a little bit less clean, but it wasn't bad, I don't believe.
I wouldn't say 6 is terrible.
Yeah, it isn't bad.
I saw Memphis was way higher.
Nate's watched football games that have had that more than that in one drive.
In one drive. Yes. That freaking Mexico. I was watching the game and learned we were saying it wrong, but I still can't say it. So I'm going to be botching
The
it.
Mexicas?
Well, that's not how you say it. If you listen to the commentators, they're saying Mexicas or Mexicas or
Mexico.
they're not saying
At least we say
Mexicas.
the Dinos right.
So are they trying to say it like the American way or something?
No, I'd assume they're saying it correctly. I think it could also just be, I don't know.
We
I believe
Americanized their name.
Yeah. It's like Mexicas or something. I think. Next game, I'll pay attention.
All right, slideshow from beginning slide. Ah, dang it! It went to the wrong. Why you do this to me?
Why you do this?
From beginning. Okay. Well, actually, I'm not even streaming my screen yet for you guys because I'm a big dumb idiot face. But At least I'm adorable sitting in my ramen cup.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
Alright. From beginning. Alright. Episode 7. Alright. UFL. So, my first game was the Birmingham Stallions at the Michigan Panthers. Birmingham was in the lead the whole game. Pretty much the whole game, so not surprising there as the presumptive best team in the league. So they won 20-13. They outgained the Panthers, but they're a power run team, so they were outthrown just by 17 yards, 158 to 141. But they killed them in the run game.
Yeah.
Basically, what is it? 3 or 4 to 1 almost. Both teams actually only scored 1 touchdown though, because Michigan's defense was able to hold them in the red zone a bunch. So the difference was just kicking field goals, though, which is surprising considering the range that Michigan has on kicking field goals. So, but it was a good day for kicking in the Ford Field as kickers went combined 6 for 6.
52
Dang.
and a 62. Damn.
Yeah, so he's 3 for 3 with a
Jake
54, a
Bass.
62, and a 52.
Yeah, 3 for 3 on the season with nothing shorter than a 52. Damn.
Changed his last name to Based.
Yeah. So my stars were Jake Bates for the Panthers, obviously, because that man is
Crap.
he's got
I mean,
a
he's gonna miss one at some point, and I'm not
missile
even gonna
attached
be
to
mad.
his foot.
Hear me out, league MVP.
Could.
Maybe need to hit that 66 yarder too. You know, got to match.
If he matched Tucker, auto MVP. On lock.
Yeah. All right. And then
Yeah.
my star for Birmingham was their Adrian Martinez, because they are implementing a 2-quarterback system, kind of like New Jersey did in 2022 when they had Luis Perez and DeAndre Francois, I think. who the running quarterbacks, but anyway, Adrian Martinez is the running one, and then Matt Corral is the passing one. But they do let Adrian throw the ball a little bit, because he was 8 for 15 for 88 yards, and then he had 8 carries for 65 yards. And then my second game was a choke job. Houston really gambled away their victory here. They had an 18. They had a lead in the fourth, but they gave up 11 in the fourth to the defenders to allow them to get away with the victory. Despite the fact they outgained and outpassed them. The difference, of course, was they gave up the touchdown in the fourth. They also neither teams were good at their 2-point conversions. It was basically a clinic on how not to do 2-point conversions. Oops.
Looks like it.
Yeah. But once again, the kickers were good. Everybody was making their field goals. There was another 50-yarder in this game. Both teams only turned over the ball once, and they were very much even on possessions. And my stars I did for just the quarterbacks for both teams. So Reed Sinnett, who was 19 of 30 for 221 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. And then Jordan Ta'amu, who was 16 of 32 for 212, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 5 carries for 17 yards. So here is how we did on the pick'em this last week. You can see
Good Brahmas call. Good Brahmas
yeah,
call.
Nate and Kyle got their lone wolf. So good for them.
I'm upset I got the defenders one, but at the same time, they just felt like the best team
To be
made.
fair, the Brahmas pick for 3 quarters is a freezing cold take.
Yeah. Yep.
But not how you start, baby.
But then John DiFilippo choked the game away. So, but we're pretty much everybody's in the running right now for the pick'em. Guy's got a 1-game lead over me and 2 over Nate, but it's pretty much nothing. So here's how we stand. Once again, SRS is probably not that important yet for at least another week or 2.
Yeah, a week or 2. Week 4, it might become a a thing. Well, between week 4 and week 5.
Yeah. So they have Stallions at 1, Brahmas at 2, which is kind of makes sense. Then
Yeah,
it's
right now that
Showboats, Battlehawks, Panthers, Defenders, Gamblers, and then Renegades. So top and bottom for the defending champs.
Pain.
Yep.
All right. So
That's-
we've got the pick'em. Let me pull it over. So Defenders at Renegades.
Oh my gosh.
So is this a tank bowl? Maybe it might be too early to call it a tank bowl.
Defenders have a win, so I wouldn't call it a tank bowl.
Renegades have also played relatively well in both their games.
They have.
Plus, it's at home. I'm gonna ride with the Renegades one more time.
I'm
Taking
gonna
Bob
take.
Stoops.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
I like
Renegades.
Stoops. I like Perez better than Tamu.
Yeah,
At
Tamu's
least
that
this
due
year.
for another bad game, you know, just like because we're in a bad season, Tamu. So you know,
Yeah, bad season Tamu.
what are you doing, Kyle?
Give me Renegades. I just think they're
Renegades.
the
Hi,
best team.
Stallions!
Yeah. We have Stallions.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go Stallions here. I think that's the risky pick, but
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody's seeing that game going anyway other than
this
Stallions.
one I'm giving the Panthers.
Yeah. They should just end every drive with a Jake Bates field goal attempt, regardless of where they are.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say we gotta go with the goat. League MVP Jake Bates.
For this last one,
Oh.
I have to go for the better team, the best team in the league. Give me the Battlehawks.
Best team in the league is 2-0, but
Yeah, the Stallions.
Kyle's. It's a fair pick, but I gotta meet ride my team too, so I go Brahmas.
This is a hard game, you know.
Yeah, it is
It's
a
a
hard
hard
game. It's a
game.
very hard game.
I suspect Battlehawks are a better pick, but
Yeah,
Line it out
I
with my
like
boys.
AJ more than Chase Gables, because you know.
I feel like it's hard not to like AJ. To be fair, he went to Bama. Never mind.
I liked AJ McCarron at Bama. He's like the only person at Alabama who I've ever liked.
Nate can't say the same thing.
what? About AJ McCarron? I liked his girlfriend.
No, we were saying the only person we've liked out of Alabama, and I said you can't say the same thing. Mac Jones.
Yeah, well, he doesn't like Mac Jones anymore.
I
Yeah,
love
but he
Mac
liked him at
Jones.
one
No,
point.
yeah.
Who says I stopped liking
No,
Mac
I'm
Jones?
just saying you don't have to like him anymore, you know?
He got done dirty.
Just like he did to all the players on the field with him. We tried to kick him in the balls.
Based.
Okay, so this week I feel like defenders go to D for defender.
D for defender. I think the Gamblers choked away their game against them. They're both kind of garbage. I'll move Brahmas up to A, I think.
Yeah,
That's
Brahmas are
fair.
definitely an A team this game.
Might
after
be able
this
to
game.
move the Battlehawks up to B.
Yeah, I would say Battlehawks up
And
to
then-
B, but less than Panthers. Less than Panthers.
Less than Panthers.
Yeah.
I think
Same
Arlington's
record.
fine for
They
now.
lost directly to them. I feel like it makes sense for now.
I just don't think it's fair to move Arlington that low.
Yeah,
So, again, tough schedule.
I think it's fair
They
to
had
leave
a
Arlington
very
where they're
rough
at
start
right
to their
now.
season.
Really tough schedule. So
Yeah, I'm fine with these ratings right here.
that being said, if they lose this week, F tier.
Yeah. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Worst defending champion of all time. No one's ever done it worse.
I don't know
It's
about
like we're
that.
full-
To be fair, I don't even know what the Washington Valor did after they won the championship with 2 wins.
It could be up there though, because they won the championship. How many teams all time in all sports won a championship going into the playoffs under 500? Jackson's definitely right. That team was way.
That team
worse,
was like
but
2-12 or something.
That team was 2-12, but not a lot of teams have gotten into the playoffs under 500 and won it.
Yeah.
So
In the NFL, they
there's a
lose.
case
In the, they lose in the second round. They win their home game, and then they lose in the
They're-
second round.
Pain.
Though to be fair, one of those games is against the Cardinals team playing nobody at quarterback.
Yeah, like a fourth stringer. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm happy with that new standings. So on to the LFA.
Here, let me go first on this one.
Okay.
All right. All right. So first up, we got the Gallos Negros. They beat the Galgos 20-16. A little bit closer than I would have liked. So we definitely had a little bit of a struggle, and sadly we gave up the first touchdown for
Trayvon
what's his
Boykin.
face? Yeah, Trayvon Boykin on the season. So
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
believe
kind
he
of
let him-
Diaz would
unbelievable.
never.
yeah, not really that excusable. It happens, I guess, but at least we won.
It
still.
took five.
They were
It took
depressed that
5
they
weeks
lost.
for Trayvon Boykin to throw a touchdown. Let's just at least make
They-
fun of that.
Yeah.
They were depressed that they lost the best team name bracket in the finals.
Yeah, they were depressed. yeah.
We're halfway through the season now, aren't we?
LFA, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of, because they were
I
one
think-
game short
Yeah, and
on
I
halfway
think
through the
this,
season. Because,
yeah.
well, I guess it's
Guy-
only 9 weeks, isn't it? Never mind. So we are halfway.
But
Yeah.
with this
Thanks,
game,
Reds.
Gallos Negros go above 500 on the season still. They can still choke it away, but because their schedule is going to get a little dicey, but I think they can go. I think it's 4 games left or something like that. I
Yeah,
think they
they're
can
9
go
games.
500 in those and finish above 500, and I think they can pretty much guarantee, almost guarantee a playoff spot. 'Cause it's
Hefe's
top
going out
3
here
screws.
0-9, baby. Let's go.
I don't know. Galgos are going to give them a run for
Yeah,
their money.
yeah, they are.
The Galgos.
Those
yeah.
two offenses are like the most anemic offenses I've ever seen in professional sports.
So for this next game, Nate and I got the honor to watch it. It was something. The Dinos beat
Dinos.
Yeah. Sorry. Because they won, I have to say it correctly. The Dinos beat the Fundies, 41-20. If you told me the Dinos would have beaten the Fundies, I could have said, okay, maybe, choke job. If you told me they would have blown them out, I would not have believed you.
I would have believed it maybe week 1, week 2. At this point, they look so bad, I would not have believed it.
You remember
That
they scored
game was a
7
disaster.
points against the Hefes?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It make no sense.
It was certainly a game to watch. It looked like they put on the wrong pads, or just a completely different Dinos team showed up. So they are.
You remember they were in the championship game last
They
year.
remember
Yeah,
they were
no,
the
they're
finalists
either
last year.
finally back or like something happened this week, and
I'm
it's not going to
convinced they're
happen.
the
now.
most.
I
They're the
Well, you
most
see, all the Fundies players had a job in Boise that they needed to be at the next day,
yeah, true. Maybe that's it
so
again.
they didn't show up. They didn't
But-
come.
Yeah, so the stats weren't in when I went to make my stuff, so I just kind of threw in the Dinos improved to 7-4 all time against the Fundies, so that's kind of impressive as well. Most of their games have been like blowouts against each other, and this one is very fitting for that.
That's funny. Okay. Well. Right. We're going to the Mexicas versus the Raptors. I'm just saying Mexicas. I don't care. That just drives me crazy. It just sounds so stupid. The Mexicas took this one on the road and won 29-21. The fun fact was we were saying Mexico's wrong all along, and I'm just going to die on that hill at this point. Mexico's ran pretty much dominated the first half, and Raptors could really never recover. And the Mexico's next game is another win for them against the Jefes. That's pretty much all I have on that because they didn't post stats. And surprise, surprise, we back. Cadillos absolutely obliterating the Reyes, 49-17. Fun fact: there was an altercation between a Cadillos player and a Reyes fan that stopped the game at least 5 minutes, and the police got involved. It was pretty funny.
Massachusetts Pirates moment.
Pretty much. No coach hit anybody. That being said, unlike that one, but I wish, because that was crazy. So I don't know what happened there, because I just stopped watching it because it took forever for it to clean up. I was like, okay, I'm over it. They're up like 30 anyway, so. Game is relatively close, I suppose, in the first half. But the Caudillos just were never really in danger of losing this game, per usual. That's just what they've done all year. And last year. So they're clearly, with the Fundy's loss, easily the team to beat right now. Not that they weren't before, but I really don't think anybody's a threat to beat them right now. Until we're proven otherwise, nobody is on their level. So.
Yep, I agree with that. I will also say the Reyes had a terrible start to the season. They just went through a gauntlet. I think they're going to have a few
They had
games coming
again,
up.
though, hard start to the year. They had to play them, the Fundies, and the Mexicans. So it's like you play the top three teams in this league.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do against the softer part of their schedule.
Not from the beginning. I'm so bad at this today.
I'm so bad at this. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
Yep.
Nate here.
LFA, yep. I had no games because all my teams lost or had a bye week. Shout out.
Nice.
So here's how we did in the pick'em.
Oh yeah, I forgot everyone picked the same shit for this one.
Yep.
It's valid, though.
Yeah, it is.
So
I feel like this league is a little bit
we've
more
all
honest.
been pretty equal, except for the one time I picked the Galgos and no, not the Galgos, the Galos Negros, when I had faith in them the one week. And then they betrayed me.
Pain.
Yeah. All right. Here's how we stand in the standings. Caudillos number 1 in SRS and in record.
Makes sense.
Mexico.
Only allowed 45 points.
Yeah,
This
well,
is wild.
Look at the Hefes and the Galgos, though. Look at that offensive put out.
The points allowed ain't bad though.
If you combine their points, they're equal to the third, or just
That's
right on the third worst team.
crazy. That's crazy.
There's some
Yeah,
of
the points allowed ain't bad. I will say that. It could be worse.
It could be
Yeah.
the Reyes, yeah. Oh my gosh. The
You
Reyes
could be
have
above
gone-
500 and have a
The
negative
Reyes
11
have
point
gone
differential.
through some stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah. SRS thinks Hefes are the worst. Makes sense. But, maybe we'll find out when they finally play each other,
Yeah, it's the offense.
So, here is the pick'em. Galgos versus Reyes. I think the
Reyes.
Reyes.
Yeah, Reyes. I think they finally get an
Mexicans.
easy win.
JK9.
I'm just going to say it. Fundies Caudillos. I mean,
Yep. Yeah, give me. Ooh, this one actually might be hard.
I think
I don't see
Fundy's
the
back
Fundies
up.
losing 2 in a row.
Alright,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't think they lose 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
I guess I'll take them 2. And then give me the Caudillos.
Yeah, that
The
Dinos are gonna-
Dinos may be back into their the shape they were last
If they're-
season.
if
They
they're
still
back,
lost to the Caudillos.
They're winning. They're losing this game 10-0 again.
Alright. So obviously.
Get the Fundies out of there.
Yeah, Fundies are.
Yeah,
Fundies.
I
The
would,
Caudillos are
yeah.
so good. I don't think anyone deserves A tier either.
Just make this
Caudillos.
Dios.
Just
yeah.
Caudillos right now.
Are we putting the Mexicans ahead of the Fundies right now?
Yes,
Yeah, because the Fundies.
I would.
The
That's
Dinos-
hard.
They're gonna move up though.
I guess, yeah, you know what? That's fair since the Mexicans' one loss is to the Caudillos. So,
I move the Dinos up to the top of average black.
we're
Hawk.
moving the Reyes up after they lost 30.
No, the Reyes moved down, or
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
they're.
Okay. I was
I
just
mean,
saying-
they could move down again, but I want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll see how
and
they
hey, they'll
play
go
against the
from
bad
back.
team.
We got this pretty much locked down for the most part, though.
if they lose to the Galgos, they're going in the Hefes tier. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, and the Galcos won't move up. They'll stay in that phase here.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So On to the IFL.
I got nothing, so it's you, Kyle.
All right, let me see what I got. I think I have one game.
I have 3.
That's gonna be busy for IFL.
All right.
I have 3 despite the fact I'm pretty sure I lost every game.
That's terrible. Oh
That's
my
really
gosh. That's
So
funny.
2 of my teams had bye weeks. Only my Northern Arizona Wranglers played this week. They won 57-50. Played a pretty good game. It was pretty balanced all around. I would say the passing games were about equal. They threw for 2 more touchdowns, but threw an interception, and also got sacked 3 times, which did not help them.
The
much.
one thing I'll say about the Gunslingers, despite the fact they're 0-2, is that they at least score points.
They
They have-
definitely scored points.
They have no
It's-
defense, but at least they score. So if they can figure out their
Yeah.
defense,
The Wranglers definitely won this game off the rushing. 27 attempts for 99 yards is pretty good compared to 15 for 10. So, yeah, the
you
Gunslingers only really had the pass game going on.
you bottled up Castronova. Because he's a
Yep.
bit of a runny boy, and he didn't get anything.
Yeah, he did not. He net a loss, so. Or didn't even net a loss. Technically just a
But less than
net,
10 yards.
Less
like
than
a
less
1 yard
than he ran.
carry.
Yeah. So, I mean, he got a touchdown out of it, but there were definitely quite a few losses. Because of his longest was 4, and that was probably the rushing touchdown. Yeah, just not good on that end for them. So they get away with another win. They improved to 2-1 on the season, and Gunslingers fall to 0-2, winless still.
All right. And now to Jackson's depressing IFL corner. Start off with the Green Bay Blizzard at the Quad City Steamers. Green Bay won 32-24. They gained Quad City, but they actually had less passing. But they had more rushing, and they had 5 touchdowns to 3 touchdowns. They were a little more iffy on their PATs. They were 2 for 4 and then 0 for 1 on 2-point conversions. Quad Cities was at least 3 for 3. They also kicked a field goal, 36-yarder. Neither team turned the ball over, but and possession was actually won by Quad City. But it didn't really matter. So Skylar Perry, the Green Bay quarterback, had a really good game. I mean, he's not a big passer. He's 5 of 9 for 58 and a touchdown, but he had 15 carries for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then for Quad City, they had their star as Kevon Rudd, who had 2 receptions for 24 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right, on to my next game. I had the Iowa Barnstormers at Tulsa Oilers. This game was actually, I mean, neither team is good, but it was a little bit closer than expected because I don't see Iowa as very good at all. But they were able to outgain and outpass all the Oilers, but were beating the run game with 4 to 5 touchdowns. Iowa was pretty good on their PATs, 2 for 2, and then 1 for 2 on 2 points. And Tulsa was 1 for 3 and 1 for 2 on 2 points. The difference was that Tulsa was able to connect on a couple field goals, 24 and a 31, and Iowa hit a 26-yarder. And turnovers was a big problem for Iowa. They had 3 to Tulsa's 1. Iowa did win the time of possession, but it did not amount to much. Quinn Williams ahead of their star. I believe that 5 receptions for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Daniel Smith, the Tulsa quarterback, I gave their star for he was 19 of 26 for 120, and then had 11 carries for 57 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then my last game of the week was Bay Area at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is trash. Hot garbage. Don't pick them ever. They're 0-3. They've really disappointed coming in as the NAL champs. Bay Area is doing a very good title defense on their part, though, led by former MVP Daquan Neal. So Bay Area won across the board and everything. They were even 6 of 7 on conversions, which is wild considering.
How hard it is.
Yeah, considering usually PATs are pretty like 50 or 60% in these leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Daquan Neal was 13 of 18 for 148 and 4 touchdowns. He also had 6 carries for 36 yards. And Terry Tamorian, I had as the star for Jacksonville. He had a touchdown and 83 yards. From around the league, I got Sugar Skulls beat the Duke City Gladiators 56-49. Once again, a lot of these games in this league so far have been like one score games, so it's been a good competitive year. So here is how we did in this last week's pick'em. As you can see, only Kyle can pick in this league, so good for Kyle.
W. Kyle.
So, Wranglers over Gunslingers, Panthers, True Salt, Blizzard, and Oilers. Me and
Okay,
Kyle
change
both
my
have
strategy.
both me and Kyle have me and Nate have under 500. So
I got a strategy. It's fine.
copy Kyle. Also,
Yeah, it's gonna be
the
copy me.
fact that last week all the home team won every game, and then this week the away team won every game except for one. So
Yeah.
Back
Who
and
says
forth.
I was gonna copy Kyle?
I'm just
I'm
saying.
copying
Kyle. So
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the
this
same
is how
page.
the standings are listed in the on the league website. So that's why they're put in why they seem a little weird. But that's what the league is putting the order as. That's what I'll put the order as. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely a little weird. Yeah, normally you'd put the 3-win
Yeah.
and 0 loss over the 2-win and 0 loss, but hey,
Yeah.
I guess.
Whatever
It's
the
okay.
league is doing. Anyways,
It-
check
it-
that
it's
Bay
an-
Area SRS. Jesus Christ.
Where are they? 30?
Oh, it's 30. Holy crap! It's no 2.5, but
No,
yeah.
2.5. Yeah.
Jesus.
That is insane.
The fact the Rattlers have a 14, despite the fact that 1 and 2 is also wild.
That is wild. They're +3 on their differential though.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Because they
Also
killed
wild.
the Wranglers,
They
They're
are
one
not.
win.
Yeah, they did kill the Wranglers.
and then I think their losses are to the Panthers and the Nighthawks.
Because they're who they're missing.
Yeah. Nighthawks and Wranglers are looking good. I will say that.
All right. And
I bet the
on
Nighthawks come back to reality, but
Dude.
Pirates. I don't
Nate,
need
I
a
didn't
copy.
even pick yet. I didn't even pick.
I don't need to copy you for this one.
what is
Yeah,
Kyle's
Pirate.
pick? Kyle picking the Pirates. Gunslingers at Nighthawks.
Oh, this.
Kyle, what are you doing?
You know, I'm already negative, so fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, you're going for the team that's 0-2. Give me the Nighthawks.
Yeah, but they score.
True.
They just need to
True.
figure out their defense.
they're-
And they have a
but they're-
championship-winning head coach, so maybe he'll
I'll-
figure it
I'll-
out.
They're
you know
in
what?
Vegas though. They're in Vegas.
Yeah, well, then
One
the home
last
team did
time
a
for
good
San
week last
Antonio.
week. What did you say, Nate?
I'm going one last time to San Antonio, but if they betray me again,
All right, give me the Nighthawks.
Kyle's
I
gonna
was gonna
pick up
copy
another
Kyle
game.
because
Okay, Steve Miller's lost. Green Bay seems pretty good, but I'm gonna go Frisco.
Yeah, give me Frisco.
Give me at. Yeah,
At-
give me.
okay, yep. It'd be Atten. Oilers at Storm. The Storm are probably the better team.
Don't be dumb. Kyle.
I don't know.
Oilers are not very good.
I mean, yeah, but the Storm aren't either.
They're, I'd say, marginally better than the Oilers, and they've also had a
Yeah,
harder
Oilers only
schedule.
beat the Barnstormers by 8. They're also
yeah, but
they're-
everyone's won their games by like 1 score.
Yeah.
Almost.
but not everybody was playing the Barnstormers.
True. Nate's just waiting for me. Give me the Storm.
Me? Wait for you. I'm going Storm.
Okay, Nate Davis at Rattlers. I don't know if the Rattlers starting quarterback. I don't know if Dalton Sneed is going to be back yet.
I'll go Strike Force for now. It might be a conditional pick.
Traditional on
Yeah,
Kyle.
no, I'm gonna go Strike
No,
Force.
not
I'm gonna
conditional
go
on Kyle.
outright. I'm going outright Strike Force.
All right, yeah. I'll go Strike Force then. I was debating if Snead came back, then I'd be tempted, but I just don't know what his status is, so I'll go.
Actually, this
Ride with
I
Nate Davis.
think. Sorry, I put that. I think I'm gonna go Rattlers, even though, I gotta pick up games. I'll either go deeper in the hole or pick up games.
Then the Panthers look really good, so I feel like I'd be an idiot not to pick them.
And what say you,
Oh.
Nate? How do you feel about San Jose?
I like Kyle's strategy. I'm just trying to get above 500 right now, and I really like that pick. In the fine words of LeBron James, I knew it was going to happen. I knew the Panthers were going to win from the very start. I just told my boy Anthony Davis, it's something about this Panthers team. They're resilient. They're going to score. They're going to put up 50. So yeah, it's a true story.
Okay.
Those are great memes.
And it is now time. Okay, so I think Panthers are going up.
Panthers are definitely up. I'd say San Diego also.
You might be able to move past that Bay Area to number one, to be honest.
I would wait till next week personally.
We'll put them one behind.
Frisco has not looked good.
Yeah, but they've still won.
Yeah, Bay Area's looked good though.
Also the Pirates are 3-0 unlike any other team. So you're kind of disrespecting.
They're being punished for their debacle last year. Screw
Yeah,
'em.
but they're so much better as a result.
No, screw them. The most offensive Boston team. Sorry, Massachusetts.
I feel like I'd be willing to.
I don't remember where they are even anymore. They used to be in Worcester, but now they got kicked out of Worcester.
I feel like I'd be willing to bump up San Diego, for now.
Okay.
I think it's a fair assessment.
I think that's fair.
Nate Davis putting up 9 touchdowns is probably warranted to move up a tier.
Yeah, I'm okay with that right now.
We can just say that Nate Davis is the best passing quarterback in the league, as he has been for like the last 5 years.
I feel like if San Antonio
Just everybody else can run and he can't.
Yeah, if San Antonio loses this week, I'd be obligated to drop them to F.
I think their offense is far. Their
They
defense
put up,
just needs to
like,
figure
50
it out,
points
but
a
their
game.
offense, they're putting up a ton of points.
Yeah, but the
They
defense
just
is
got to
killing them.
get a freaking stop. And I
Easier
don't
said
think
than
I don't. F tier is for teams that can't figure out anything right now.
True.
San Antonio does not belong in there unless if they lose to one of those teams, in my opinion.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah,
we
I'm
picked
fine
Big
with
City
those
last
rankings
week.
for now.
I wasn't paying attention. I think I blacked out. I think someone drugged me. I
I
wouldn't.
think they played Tucson, so it's not like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine with those standings.
I agree.
All right, on to the NAL.
Excuse me.
So that's one Kyle and one Nate.
Yep. All
I'll
right, I
go.
can go. No.
I didn't get to
No,
go
I
last
insist.
turn.
I insist.
Fight,
I
fight,
insist.
fight.
Kiss. All right, so we had the Cobras take on the Colorado Spartans. The Cobras won 44-35. Some
As
things
there's
that
a
shocked
drive in
me
the deep
from this
left field
game
by
was
Castellanos.
Colorado
It will be a
also
home
has
run.
a good kicker. They went for 3 for 4 on their PATs. Cobra's kicker is on a slump. They were 5 for 6 on their PATs and 1 for 1 on field goals.
Disgusting.
Yeah, they need to bump those numbers up. But we won regardless of that slump, so really can't complain.
I'm gonna say on the verge of spoilers. I'm gonna say after seeing this though, is that the Harrisburg Stampede would kick the shit out of Carolina.
Potentially.
Nah, thank God, because they beat Cedar Rapids instead. Colorado only barely beat Cedar Rapids.
has a different strategy.
Oh, and
you know.
Carolina. I mean, at the
Carolina
same time,
right now,
Colorado also
Carolina,
played the beef well too.
they're playing
So
down to their
Harrisburg
competition.
Stampede, best team in indoor?
Heck no,
Question.
the beef would
You
run the
know,
table.
You know, Carolina is just playing down to their competition right now. They're gonna bring it back up once the beef
We
come back.
literally
Kick
lost to
their ass.
Omaha.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
Should have
played
played down
down,
to our
that's just
backups,
losing.
though. I would have liked
Yeah,
that.
they played down so far. They pulled the Chargers. They played down so far. They
You
lost.
were below Omaha in the rankings, so no, you didn't play down.
What do you mean?
You can't play down to a team that's better than you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Omaha played down to you,
Copium.
but I wish you guys would have played down to my Idaho backups.
No, I mean we did. We did. We played down as much as we could. You know, we gave them a touchdown.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
you lost the
generous.
shutout.
Omaha would not have done it. So
The Cobras had a pretty good rushing game, so that probably also helped them out a lot in this win. Myers was just cracked all around. What was it? 12 for 19 for 111 yards, so averaging 9 yards a pass with 3 touchdowns and an interception, or I believe it's 1 interception. And then he was 6 for 45 on rushes, so averaging 8 yards with the rushing touchdown. So really good.
let him cook.
Yeah, really can't complain about that. Kind of just running the offense, which is all you need him to do. All right, your turn, Nate. Also, I would say Guy Myers for Offensive Player of the Week.
Copium,
What a
whatever.
guy.
Did they not
What
put
a
it in
guy.
yet?
I didn't see it.
Okay. So, my matchup was Flying Aces and the Sioux City Bandits. Forgot to put in the fun fact. Oops. But I guess the fun fact is Flying Aces are trash. So, I think most of us knew that by now. Final score of this game was 42-24. Oklahoma had the early lead and then just got ran out the building by the Bandits. Oklahoma's dominant. I want to say Oklahoma City so bad, but they're called Oklahoma.
I don't know where they play off the top of my head.
I suspect close to that area, but I don't know. I don't care about Oklahoma enough because they're cringe. But anyways,
Spoken like a true
Oklahoma
Texan.
darn right. Oklahoma didn't win a whole lot in this game. They won more penalties though. Kyle, like I said, you thought that 6 penalty game from Arlington was a lot. Oklahoma had 12. They were not disciplined outright in this game. They did throw the ball more by 4 total yards. Got outran pretty heavily. So the QB stats for Sioux City, Joshua Hollins was 8 for 11, 102 yards for 4 touchdowns. He was really efficient. Even got Tyler Lundstein to throw a few, 2 for 4 for 13 yards. Joshua Hollins was also efficient on the ground. 11 carries, 38 yards, and a couple touchdowns there too. And their best receiver was Brandon Shepard, 3 receptions, 50 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Oklahoma had a fumble, no turnovers for Sioux City. And the key play of the game was a Sioux City, a 25-yard touchdown to Brandon Shepard with less than minutes to go in the first half, kind of pretty much sealing Oklahoma's fate right around that time. So that was a good score for them. And Sioux City gets to take on Colorado. We'll see if Colorado truly is playing up to their competition or the games against the Cobras and the Beef, which I suspect were both flukes. But we'll see. You got to play the game. So that is my NAL game.
Alrighty. So the NAL. Here's how we are standing right now in the pick'em. Me and Kyle are both 5-3, and Nate's out here going 6-1. Nate
I'm just
knows
too
his
goated.
National Arena League.
I know my NAL, in large part due to the fact that the Omaha Beef own this league, and what can I say?
So here's how the standings look.
Oh no, Beef aren't number 1 in something.
I'm
the
not worried
Bandits
about it.
haven't played. They played the Flying Aces twice.
They played the
Yeah.
Flying Aces twice, so the Bandits haven't played anybody good yet. Well, to be fair, the Flying Aces have only played the Bandits.
Yep.
So.
Horsemen have had rough luck going playing against the Cobras twice, and once without
This
their starting
league.
quarterback.
What's going on, man? What the heck? Are the Beef the only team here? Oh, no, I guess the Cobras. I guess it's right. Okay. Half the league has played multiple teams, and the other half hasn't. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So.
It's this league is a little something, I will say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you kick out two teams, like right before the season
Yeah.
starts.
Yep.
Stupid Tropics.
All right. And the North Texas Bulls.
Yes.
All right. So there is one exhibition game that I'm having us pick because Carolina is playing an AAL2 team, which is another indoor league, but they have a couple
Kyle.
crossover games.
I swear to God, if we lose,
Kyle, odds you take the Cats.
is 0.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 0.
2.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Odds are 0, so.
No, odds
Kyle-
0 means I'm not.
No.
Odds
you gave
1
me-
means I am.
They are
odds
called
0
the Peach
now.
State Cats.
All right, well, I'll go Bandits.
You're going Bandits. I'm gonna. Oh,
I'm taking
Colorado.
Spartans.
I'm taking.
Yeah.
Oh God. But Nate is the best picker in this league, so.
Yeah,
maybe-
he is, but I think there's a folly here.
Beef.
So
Yeah.
yeah, give me beef.
And the Peach State Cats, the AAL2 representative. Here's the code.
Yeah, I'm not a complete and total fucking moron, so give me the Cobras.
Cats.
No, Nate's going Cats.
No, I'm going Cobras. I was speaking for Kyle's behalf.
Ah, okay. All right. Now it's time to do the tier list.
Get the Cobras out of the 8. I guess I forgot no team deserves the S tier right now.
Yeah, we determined.
French.
Yeah, no team
The
deserves the
Bees
S
haven't
tier.
played yet, so played another game yet, so I'm not moving them back up to S yet. I think Colorado gets to move up though, and
Despite their loss,
That's-
yeah.
yeah, and I still have no idea.
Yeah, they
about Idaho.
actually looked really good. Once I saw they actually had a kicker, I think they're good. But goddamn, this league is mid.
This is how I'll leave it right now. I think Idaho. I have to see how they are again when they have their quarterback back.
Yeah, I was about to say I have to see Idaho when they actually have players. But yeah, this league is incredibly mid.
Not as mid as rugby though.
Not fair.
I'm gonna start trying to predict ties in rugby. We've had 2 now.
Just DC.
Wait, DC, they tied twice?
Yeah. All right, on to the AIF.
Didn't have one.
All right.
I think that was all of
Oh,
one
sure.
game this week.
All right. So the one game this week, we had the Cedar Rapids River Kings at the Harrisburg Stampede. Harrisburg Stampede won 44-29. Allegedly, the River Kings had a 20-point lead at one point, but choked it away. Based on the stats, nothing happened in this game. They still haven't updated their website, so I couldn't get anything.
No, they did
Wasn't able
update
to
the
see this
website. It
game.
looks different. They just haven't added the stats yet.
It sounds about on brand. But yeah, I couldn't really find anything, so I can only really report the score here. Harrisburg
Maybe you
played
should
well.
watch the game.
Yeah, I don't have time to do that, to watch like 10 different games at the same time.
Valid.
I was only checking in out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I can't really say much else about this game.
What a wonderful, wonderful thing. For
It
the
was a
AIF
game.
here.
Team scored points.
Yeah, AIF. So
Right.
here's how we did in the pick'em. We all lost.
Let's keep Kyle's 0-4 streak alive.
Yeah.
My streak alive.
Me
Yeah,
and
I
Nate
can
are
just
3
not
and
pick
1.
for this
Kyle
league.
is 0 and 4. Here's how the standings look. But this means we get to do a tier
Oh.
list because there are enough all the teams have played now.
Finally. All right, I'll put
I
them
like
all
how
on the D line.
I put-
how
All on C.
whack the SRS is though.
It's yeah.
Put all of them on C. All on C.
Nah, I'd say
Yeah,
well, first of all, I'm taking the Lions to win.
Yeah, so, yeah. So, Lions at Venom. Yeah, I'm taking the Lions.
I'll take the
What,
Venom.
what are you doing, Kyle? Here, you're taking your Venom?
Doing the
or-
Venom.
You're gonna, just like you did the first time they played.
Take the Eagles,
So it's
Kyle.
the Maryland Eagles, who are also from the
All
AAL
right, give me
too.
the Stampede.
So, Stampede.
Dang it. Kyle got his first win.
No, we don't know. Maybe the Maryland Eagles are cracked.
Yeah, maybe when
That'd
we
be
do
pretty
what we
fun.
did last week.
I mean, I'm going Stampede. I'm not stupid.
Give me River Kings.
I'll go Titans.
Yeah.
So Kyle only has one
Kyle's
win.
going River Kings. I am going Titans because they put up 80 points.
Darn right we did.
or like 78
You know,
or
that's a
whatever.
fluke. That's just a fluke. River Kings are coming back.
Nah, you know, I was there when we won 2-0 week 1.
Despite
I
the
don't
fact
see
they don't
your
count
team.
that game in their schedule.
Yeah, you know, I
Or in
don't
their
see your
standing.
team. I don't see your team forcing teams to forfeit. So,
I swear, if Lions win, Eagles win, Tritons win, I will scream.
dude, you should just
Dude,
just
if the
quit
AAL
podcast
2 team
right
wins,
now.
it'll be so funny.
I hope. I
I
so.
was going to make us do that league, but that league does not have up-to-date schedules, and
Oh.
so that's why we're not picking that league.
Lions are probably.
This is-
I like this. I like this tier list. Keep it here. Keep it here. It looks about as good as it'll ever get.
You can put Lions and Trends together, maybe, and you can keep the rest there, I guess.
Put Venom down one tier. Venom down one.
Venom can go.
I put the Lions at A.
Okay.
I think they're.
I think, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
There you go. That works.
Alrighty. And now we are on to Major League Rugby.
Nice. Another one that I had no teams.
All right. All right.
You there.
So, the New England Free Jacks played the Miami Sharks. Apparently, it looks like one of the teams showed up, the other one not quite so much. This game was a blowout, 25-3. As you can see, Miami Sharks just didn't do shit.
Almost
not
like the
really
one
much
of the
else to
worst
say
teams in
about
the
this
league.
game. And then next up, we got the Seawolves against the Dallas Jackals. Nail biter, 34-32 victory for the Seawolves. All I've got to say is my favorite part is this right down here. If someone other than DeWalt Kotze tried even a little bit more, I guess this guy kind of tried. But if someone else scored points, they would have won. So,
I think that guy just kicked all the converts.
yep. It was
Penalty kick.
certainly a one-person game for the Jackals. So they could have definitely won this if they tried a little bit harder.
Kind
now,
of
but-
close, to be honest, but I think it's showing Dallas is making strides towards improving.
They
Yeah,
found
they're
the
definitely
superstar.
improving.
Second
Uh,
week in a row, potentially the second week in a row, they've kept it close against the top 2 team in the league. So
Yeah,
Dallas is
I think it's impressive
improved.
how Seattle keeps having really close games, but they still win.
I would not say this is impressive for Seattle. It's a
No,
good
no,
look
it's
for
definitely
Dallas,
impressive.
bad look for Seattle.
San Diego
Yeah,
has
it's-
done this too, though.
Yeah, neither of the best.
Without the
teams-
scoring for the most part.
Yeah.
At least Seattle scores.
Yeah, but yeah, all around not the worst game ever, but definitely not looking good. But a win is a win, I guess.
It's not the worst look considering Houston, like I said, did it the week before. So I think it is a testament to Dallas improving.
Alrighty. From Kurzweil. So Major League
Now, if they
Rugby.
could have 2 players play, that would also be good.
Mine, starting off with the big upset of the week, as the Chicago Hounds beat the NOLA Gold, even kind of some by a good margin too, by 17 points. So, shout out to Chicago, and they're gonna have a 2-game win streak once you see who they play next week. They had 6 tries to 3. They were 4 of 6 on converts. NOLA was 3 for 3, so good kicking on their side at least. There was no penalty or drop kicks. Chicago had a yellow card and 10 penalties conceded, and NOLA had 1 red card and 12
They
penalties.
had a red card.
Yeah.
Nice. I like Nola now.
Yeah, like Carries were pretty lopsided towards Chicago. They had more breakdowns too. I'm not really sure if that's that important of a statistic though. They did have Chicago did win more set pieces. I believe that's line out scrums and then restarts. So the star they had for James Scott, who had 10 points off of 2 tries. He had 40 meters as well, and then Rodney Iona, who had 6 points so he was the guy who went 3 for 3 on converts. He had 184 kicking meters, 11 tackles, 5 carries for 62 running meters. My second game, oops, I forgot to change the logo on this one. Oh well. So, disregard the NOLA Gold logo for Utah. But Utah just absolutely murdered Anthem. I'm not sure if Anthem's ever going to win a football game or a rugby game. I guess
It comes down to Miami, man.
a football code. So they won. Utah won 44-19. They had 8 tries to 3, so Anthem didn't even get themselves a point. Womp womp. They did, however, kick just as many converts as Utah, so not a good kicking day for. Yeah, not a good kicking day for Utah. Utah had less penalties conceded. Both teams had a bunch of carries and a bunch of breakdowns, so not really sure what to make of that. I guess there was very little movement in between the breakdowns. And Anthem actually won the set piece battle. I gave Junior Gaffa their star because he had 1 try, 13 tackles, and 13 carries for 107 meters. And then Michael Manson, who for Utah, who had 2 tries, 15 carries, and 266 meters, which I think was like 100 meters more than anybody else. And then for the final game of my games was Los Angeles at Old Glory. This game was depressing, ended in a tie. So not great for Old Glory, good for Los Angeles. It's 4 tries to 3. Old Glory made their points back up the penalty kick and hitting their converts. Old Glory conceded less penalties, pretty even on carries, pretty even on breakdowns, and Old Glory won the set piece. I gave Daniel Hollinshead the LA star. He had 7 points from 1 try and 1 convert, 259 kicking meters and 52 meters traveled. And Jason Robertson, who had 2 converts to penalty kick and 368 kicking meters. So here is how the week went. So we are pretty much together on everything except for the tie game.
The tie,
so it didn't
that's
matter.
crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah. This is probably our best picking league, to be honest, to be fair, too.
It's,
Yeah.
for the most part,
Yeah, so despite the fact we have very
Pretty easy.
little on idea what's going on, we somehow know what teams are good and which teams are bad.
It's a hit or miss league.
Despite the fact we have all the teams grouped in like the middle in our tier list.
yeah, know how to pick them, but don't know how to rank them.
Yep. Alright. So
Anthem is.
so this is how the reason why the Seawolves are ahead of the Sabercats is because the Seawolves actually have more points because of the extra points you can get from like on close losses and for
Yeah.
scoring so many tries.
Makes sense.
So yeah, look at Anthem. It's so sad.
Mine is
There's-
29 point.
there's-
I really hope I can pull off.
Hey,
winning
all
for,
I know
2
is
undefeated teams.
Free Jacks are
Yeah.
back on top in the East, so that makes me happy. Then again, their 1 loss is to Old Glory, right?
Free Jacks.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
took a
it's
step back.
still not a good loss,
Yeah,
but
that's why your SRS
they-
probably sucks compared to the
Yeah.
other two. Chicago's actually only 1 point out of a playoff spot right now.
that's
They-
really
And
fun.
they're about to get it. They're about to get those points because they're about to murder
Uh,
Anthem.
Allegedly.
We'll see.
Spoiler.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see who I pick.
So here is the pick.
Oh man.
Jackals. I'm gonna go Jackals. I think
agree.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It might be close, but I think
I'm
they're
gonna go
mad.
Sabercats.
Give me free
but
jacks. We're free jacking
I
it.
could definitely see the Free Jacks winning this.
Gold at San Diego.
I'm really tempted to pick tie. Like, you don't even know. This could be another tie.
Remember, if he picks tie, he wins this league for the rest of the year.
Yep. If they get a tie.
What are you doing, Kyle?
This one's hard.
That's what I'm saying.
This is actually, I don't think it's a tie. I think both are at least somewhat competent, but I think Legion is better.
Yeah, let me fill out Hounds. And I'd probably agree that Seattle beats LA too. Oh my gosh.
Probably another 3-point game for the Seawolves, but yeah, I think the Seawolves win. I think they are the definition of playing down. Then yeah, give me Legion and Hounds.
Well, I mean, we're picking the same thing for everything, and I don't really need to. I don't really.
What do you mean?
I'll go
I took the
Legion.
free jacks.
Oh, I'm blind. I'm sorry, but you're a few games behind, so I'm not worried about you in this league.
Yeah, you and me are
Oh,
tied.
you
I'm
got to
pretty
play
sure.
risky to get ahead of Jackson.
Jackson and I are tied for first.
Oh, you're
Moron.
not? No. Yeah,
We're
you
both
gotta extend that
25,
lead.
6, and 2.
Yeah.
Gotta get a better lead, you know?
I was really tempted, but
This is well, I think Chicago moves up at least.
Chicago
Yeah,
definitely
Sharks
moves up
move down.
with
Chicago moves up.
Yeah, Sharks moves down. Chicago is going up.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
I see no issue.
I think
with
it's the
that.
only change.
I think I'm gonna move Nola.
Nola-
They lost
Yeah,
to Chicago. I don't know if I can keep them ahead, even if it's on this.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think they're definitely C tier because half this league is mid.
Yeah. But yeah, we're really good at
Dallas
picking it.
will-
We're really good at picking
I
this
think-
league. It's like
I think Dallas will jump up.
If they
I
get a
think-
win, I
I-
think they'll go to B.
If they win, I think they belong in B tier. They're really close.
yeah.
They're right on the edge, but then again, the West is.
Well, that's
kind
why
of
they're
hard.
They're
one,
right on the what?
number one.
They're
They're right on the
edging it.
precipice.
They're edging
They're
it.
on the precipice.
They're edging it ever so.
Hey, yo! My kind of team, baby. That's why they're my
How
favorite.
many teams make the
I mean,
playoffs?
favorite? Second favorite.
How come they're called Dallas when they play in the same stadium as the Arlington Renegades?
Jackson.
For real.
What is it? How many teams make the playoffs? Is it 4?
3 from
Or
each
is it
side.
3 from each side.
To be,
Oh yeah, I just the West is just too hard. I don't think Dallas is gonna make it.
I don't think they will either, but they're competing like a playoff team. So.
They are.
But
I mean,
you
if they
make
were,
that joke about the Jackals being named Dallas. They literally played right across the street from the Dallas Cowboys. So
You mean the Arlington Cowboys?
that's what I call them because they play in Arlington.
Or
yeah,
the
if,
Jerry World Cowboys?
If the Jackals
Jerry
were in the East, I think they could get a
They'd be
playoff
running
spot.
the table, baby.
They'd be
I
in
mean,
a-
table,
probably
they'd be in
second.
second. They
Probably
would not beat the
second.
Free Jacks. Well, I don't know. Free
I don't
Jacks-
know. Yeah, Free Jacks are not
close.
playing like their best right now, but they're getting by.
Anyways, Ansem.
I really hope they go winless. The Coyotes
perfect
go
on the
win a whole season. Go undefeated.
Who's worse, Anthem or the Hefes? Let's say they played
Anthem.
Australian football.
Anthem.
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 It's not close. At least the Hefes competed in games
Yeah.
because other teams were on their level of bad. Nobody is on Anthem's level.
Yeah.
When Miami beats you by 30 and they're the second worst team, you are marginally worse.
All right.
That's crazy.
We're on to the Aussie League.
Hey, I can present. I'm going.
I'm already up.
Kiss me.
All right, so I had the Melbourne Demons against the Adelaide Crows. It was a
Quack,
closer
quack.
game of 15 points, but the Demons were never in trouble. They kept it a little close for the first quarter and a half, but then just took a solid lead. Didn't really give much up, and really not too much issue wise. They kind of did what they had to do. Didn't do more though. Nothing too impressive against a more or less mid to bad team. But a win is a win in this scenario, I think. I can't really complain about it.
Oh, that was all you had?
One game.
Yeah, that's all I
That's
had. My
funny.
other two teams lost.
I actually had multiple matchups for the first time. Oh, actually, no, I had 2 LFA. I really had next to nothing this week, though. All right. Carlton came as AO.
You?
They saw and they conquered. They took down the Fremantle
Yeah, they took my
Dockers.
$5, those assholes.
Sorry. What can I say? It was a bad bet and tough, but
10-point game
Um,
isn't bad for the Dockers.
not bad. It was a pretty close game all around. As you can tell, and even then the disposals. Dockers had a lot more disposals. No, that really matters much. Probably just means they've had worse field position, I imagine. But Blues had more marks. I guess turnovers was really probably the main stat here that was key. 76 to 62. That's quite a few more turnovers. But beyond that, this game was really close through and through, despite the lead time. I'm pretty sure the lead time was even then, the Dockers led the vast majority of this game. Forgot about that. The Blues were losing throughout the entire day, but they managed to squeak out the win. So it was a gritty win for them.
Still my $5.
Yep, the womp womp. So that's not what he wanted to cook. Leading scorer was Andrew Bareshaw, 38 disposals, 21 kicks, 17 handballs, in 7 marks. He had 148 fantasy points, which is a ton, actually, especially considering he wasn't scoring. He just got a crap ton of disposals. And then Jacob Wiedering was the leading scorer for the Blues, 21 disposals, 19 kicks, 2 handballs, and 12 marks for a whopping total of 118 fantasy points. As I mentioned, the turnovers are the key differentiator in this game. I will go over to a clip really quick, though, where Lachie Fogarty was banned for 1 game for this collision. So pretty things got heated here.
Nice
Did not mean to
background.
click on that one. So let me move over to that. We could go check this collision out really fast. So it's pretty quick. So pretty nasty hit on the Blues end.
And then there was a scuffle.
I don't know if they
Oh, nice. Their ball has a
Joe Reed.
McDonald's logo on it.
yeah, so there's a better view of that.
I guess he's
So-
not loving it.
No.
I just hear womp womp
Dude
skill
slapped
issue,
him in the
but
face.
he definitely got slapped in the face, so that earned him a nice little suspension there. So come on, Lachie, what are you
At
doing?
least you didn't call him a
whoa!
cocksucker.
Guys, that's the Blues' job. But the next game for the Blues is against the Adelaide Crows at home, so I would anticipate that even though they're missing a key player, I think they'll still pull out the victory there. The other game, the Giants took on the Gold Coast Suns on the road. Initially thought this was going to be a pretty good game. While it wasn't the worst, Suns put up a lot of points. I think right now the Giants are showing that they are the team to beat in this league right now, putting up 117 points. And they dominated. I wouldn't say dominated, but the game was not really that close. Giants were more efficient in scoring. As you can tell, the Suns had a couple more behinds. Giants had more disposals, were more efficient, had less. Actually, they had more turnovers, ironically. And had less marks, too. So I guess there's a couple things the Suns did well. And the Suns were even almost won the possession battle there. But like I said, the Giants were just more efficient at scoring. And leading scorers, no Anderson for the Suns. He scored a goal and 2 behinds, 3 disposals, 16 kicks, 17 handballs, and 7 marks for 113 fantasy points. I have no clue what drives up fantasy points, because if goals and behinds don't do it, what the heck? I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. And Stephen Coniglio for the Giants scored a couple goals, had 27 disposals, 21 kicks, 6 handballs, and 2 marks for 112 fantasy points. Key differentiator, I usually don't have this on the stat, but the Giants had 69 over the Suns' 55 inside 50s. So they were winning field position battle for the vast majority of the game. So the Giants will take on the Saints. Picked against them a couple times. They've done pretty well. So it could be a relatively decent game, but since it's the Pat rule, I anticipate the Giants to win this game. So I'm good there.
All right, on to my AFL games. So first game, Magpies beat the Hawks. The game was close, which not good considering the Hawks are not good, but at least the Magpie, they're now, 2-3? Yeah, that's a lot better than when they were 0-3, you know?
For sure.
So they won the scoring battle by getting 11 goals, 11 behinds to 11 goals, 6 behinds. Pretty even on disposals, pretty even on kicks. The inside 50 efficiency was really the differentiator there. Pretty even on free kicks, even the turnovers, pretty even the marks, and yet the Magpies were in the lead for, considering how close this game was, it's wild that they were in front of pretty much the entire game. So I had the star for Hawthorn being Kerry Amon, who had 20 disposals, 7 marks, 2 tackles, 903 meters. And then for the Magpies, Jordan DeGuy, who had 1 goal, 1 behind, 2 assists, 31 disposals, 6 marks, 7 tackles, and 791 meters. My next game was Sydney at West Coast, which I was shocked seeing this final score, considering I saw you guys talking on Discord freaking out. But they evidently turned it on in the second half and killed them.
It was definitely a game that first half.
Yeah, the first half was close, and the second half was not.
Not at all. It's that third quarter.
Also,
it looks like.
I had good matchups this week, just mascot-wise, because these first two games are both bird battles.
Nice.
Anyways,
I feel like there's a lot of birds in this league.
well, there's at least 4.
There's 5.
There's
Yeah.
Crows, Hawks, Eagles.
Yeah, so the Crows is the extra one.
Crows,
Giants
Swans and Magpies.
and then Swans.
Yeah, and the Magpies.
and Giants.
The Giants, yeah, Big Bird. Yeah, so they won the goal. They had more behinds. Pretty even on disposal and kicks. Actually, pretty even on efficiency. Even on free kicks. Eagles had less turnovers, had more marks, but yet were behind for a vast majority of the game and lost pretty convincingly. Errol Golden was the Swan star for me. 2 goals, 2 behinds, 1 assist, 25 disposals, 5 marks, 6 tackles, 719 meters traveled. Versus Liam Duggan, who had 1 assist, 30 disposals, 12 marks, 2 tackles, and 698 meters. And then my final game was a big mascot rivalry here, cats versus dogs. So, had good mascot.
I think Cats won.
Cats
won.
did win, 95-91, so a close game. 14 goals, 11 behinds to 14 goals, 7 behinds. Bulldogs, despite the fact they won a vast majority of these, had more disposals, more kick disposals, the better efficiency inside, more free kicks, but they did have 10 more turnovers, and only 4 more marks, and they were behind for most of the game. So 120 minutes to 5. So another shocking game to see how lopsided the time in front was, considering how close the score was. Anyways, Jeremy Cameron, 2 goals, 4 behinds, and 1 assist. That's kind of, I would assume, would be a disappointing day, because if you scored 6 times but were only able to get 2 goals, it's kind of
Frustrating
kind
day
of
for
rough. Yeah. They had 27 disposals, 8 marks, 652 meters. Versus Marcus Bontempelli, who had 1 goal, 1 behind, 2 assists, 55 disposals, 3 marks, 10 tackles, 638 meters traveled. And then I had scores from around the league. We had Eston lost to the Power.
They got bombed.
Yeah, the Bombers bombed. It must look like it was more of a kamikaze missile mission for the Bombers.
Oof. Don't blame them after that game.
Yeah, and the Saints beat the Tigers 60-76. So this is how we did on the pick'em. So honestly, it was a good
Pretty midweek.
first 2 days, and then we kind of fell off as a group.
Yeah. Yeah, we did pretty good to start.
That being said, we're actually pretty good picking in this league overall.
The Pat rule is slowly falling apart.
Yeah. Well, I think there are actually, when I was looking at it, a lot of neutral site games.
Oh! If I'd known that. It's bogus.
There's a lot of games in Adelaide, so I assume there must have been a lot of neutral site games.
I wonder why.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They're scamming you.
Anyways, yeah. So, but we're within 4 games of each other. So here's how the standings are looking. Who's in the playoffs? Who's not in the playoffs?
I mean, we got quite a few weeks to go still.
Yeah, and I'm not sure.
God,
That
I
Not
long.
deservingly on top
yeah,
right now.
This is how
Long time.
this is how the league puts the order. So I don't exactly know how the thing is organized, because there are teams that are
Interesting
undefeated
that
below.
the Swans have one of the better SRSs. Power?
They are one of the better teams, logically.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like... I think it's interesting that theirs is higher than the Giants, though.
Played one more game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
matters,
guess.
matters who you've played.
Also, it doesn't matter who you played, and I'm pretty sure the Giants have played a couple of really bad teams.
Yeah. They've had a little bit of a cakewalk, but they are a good team.
And once again, the SRS is made for American football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
also
not be
true.
transferring well for them.
Except for the Roos. That's obviously accurate. I had 2 teams with the SRS rating of -29, so
Yeah, after multiple games.
I'll see you
but
guys
after a
doing
good
that.
chunk.
I'll
Eight
see
and a
you
half
guys
weren't
doing
that
that.
bad, I don't think.
2 teams at -30 is crazy.
All right, so we got our pick.
Oh my gosh. I gotta go Demons.
Yeah,
Yeah, Demons, I feel like, are the safe choice.
I'm gonna go Bulldogs.
yeah.
Yeah, give me Bulldogs.
Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Giants.
Blues. Suns.
Yeah, these are pretty.
Yeah,
easy kicks.
this was
This is the first harder one.
Yeah, this one is the. Yeah,
But I think the Power.
I think this is the game I ended up betting on because I just needed a game to bet on.
this is a 6v a 6
Cats!
7th.
Skip this one. Go to Cats.
And Tigers.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh! Port Adelaide Fremantle is at Adelaide, not at Port Adelaide, but Adelaide. So this might be in that neutral site.
Well, Port Adelaide's not that far. I would imagine it's pretty close to Adelaide.
I honestly do not know. I mean, I would assume so as well.
I'll go the Power.
I'm pretty sure I put my money on the Dockers, so I might help pick the Dockers, even though I'm not really confident by it in an actual pick.
I think the Eagles could win against the Tigers, but I'm gonna go Tigers.
What are you doing between Power and Dockers?
I'll take Dockers. I think it's gonna be a hard game
You're
no
taking
matter what.
Dockers? Okay.
Yeah.
So Nate is lone
I'll go
wolfing.
Tigers. I was tempted to pick Eagles,
It
But
is tempting. I think it could
I'm
be.
too
an upset.
scared to pick a team like them.
Will this
They're
be a
gonna
good
win.
week for the
You know
Pat
what? You know
Wolves?
what? You know, give it to me. Give me Eagles.
All right,
Kyle.
ball don't lie.
Kyle's gonna lone wolf.
Well, don't lie.
In my defense, my picks went in first, so you guys
Yep.
all
I was picking like half those first.
I feel like we're at the point where we can move up the Demons and Swans to S tier. Just 'cause I feel like
lose
we're
a
like
game though.
If you're gonna move another team up to S tier, it's the Blues, and I wouldn't move up
You
the
think
Blues,
so with Blues?
They're undefeated.
Are
I
they?
think the Cats are undefeated
Yes!
too, but I wouldn't move the
Let me
Cats.
double check.
The Blues are 4-0.
Wait, wait.
Go. It's
I
would-
Blues,
no,
Blues,
they're my
Cats, and
team.
Giants.
Yeah, I guess we could move both up. Yeah, we could easily move both up.
It's just weird to have a team with one win or one loss
Yeah, I
on the
wouldn't.
same
I
level
wouldn't
as
move.
two undefeated
You don't
teams.
you don't want Demons? I feel like they've far and exceeded against some of the teams they've played, because they have played quite a few teams on the top 8.
I
Who
think
are
I'll just leave them at top.
You
eight.
know them
Port
better than
Adelaide.
us.
They've beaten Port Adelaide. They beat the Dockers.
It's honestly fair. They have beaten.
I mean, we
better
can leave
teams
them
than
top
the
of 8
Giants
for
and
now.
Blues. I'll let Kyle cook, but they're behind the Giants and Blues. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fair. They play
think it's
better
fair.
teams than the Giants and Blues and beat them. So I
I'm-
think that's valid.
I'm gonna leave the Cats at A right now.
I think those I'm tempted to move the Bombers down to C. They looked really, really
Yeah,
bad.
because they lost.
Yeah.
They lost by like 70. I'd put them behind the Bulldogs
lost to the
personally.
Power.
Yeah,
right?
I would put them bottom of the C tier
And
personally.
the Dockers.
I was gonna say even St. Kilda might have them top right
who did
now.
the
but-
Dockers just lose to? Did they lose to the?
The Blues, so they're
They
fine.
lost
to
to
stay
the
there.
Blues. Yeah, they're
Okay.
fine.
I think they could stay.
I
there.
think it's a
and
fair
it was close
trade-off.
too.
We'll see this week whether they should go down to B and like where Adelaide go up because they're gonna play each other.
Yeah.
Move
So
the
that-
Magpies ahead of the Tigers. Tigers are cheeks.
Yeah, Tigers are cheeks. I would move Bombers down to the bottom of C tier personally.
I would
They
agree.
the
did
Saints
not
beat.
look
We
the Saints
keep
beat the Tigers,
disrespecting
yeah.
the Saints, so we
Yeah.
should finally show them some love by moving up.
Also,
to the
F tier
middle
is
of the tier.
flawless. F tier is about as perfect as it gets.
The all
Yeah.
0-4 teams.
You know?
I mean,
The fact that this
Yeah,
league
this-
is actually tiered is wild,
Yeah.
considering how our other tiered lists.
for real, the
I
league we
can't
know the
believe
least
the
about.
Magpies are this bad.
I feel a
they're
lot better
finally
at 2
getting
and
close
3
to
than I
500.
did at 0 and 3 though.
That last win though, I just they
Despite the
played
fact that-
better. I'd move them up, but it's just like
Yeah, they didn't.
5-point win is against
Yeah,
the Hawks
they
is
haven't
crazy.
haven't beaten
Yeah.
anybody, so you know.
No. At least get a bye week, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got our pick standings. All right, and my losing money with Jackson. We're $4.50 ahead right now, and I just needed to pick a game. So, and they only had the lines for the Aussie League because we do this way too early in the week to get the lines for any of the other leagues. Because they're not major enough.
That's fair.
So, I
You
took
could
it.
probably get some free money on those leagues, but yeah.
I probably really should bet rugby during the week because I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the tiers in that league.
Yeah, I think we do have a pretty good understanding of the tiers, but
Yeah.
wait, didn't you say it was on the Dockers?
no.
I
I
thought
lost-
that's why you took the Dockers.
Oh, did I take the Bombers? Okay. Oh, then I have to flip my thing. I took the Bombers. Okay. Sorry, Bulldogs.
Are you gonna stay Dockers or are you gonna go Power?
You know, I'll say Dockers. Oops, I closed out of my PowerPoint when I shouldn't have closed out of my PowerPoint.
Proud of you. Well, it's a good thing you have everything on video, or do you have autosave going?
I have autosave. 'Cause
Okay, good.
I play for my office. All right. All right, Nate, it's time to go to, actually, I probably could have just closed it, to be honest. Because it is Nate's.
Okay. So we will start with Falcons gonna Falcon. And once again, we are covering another matchup that happened during the week.
One day you'll get to do your historic.
I think I might, no matter what, hold off and actually do a throwback for next week. Unless if there's a really bad choke job. This one I almost didn't do, but the context was too good to pass up. So Memphis Showboats blow a 16-point shutout in the fourth quarter, losing to San Antonio 2019 with the remaining seconds in the game. Memphis was up 16-0 at the end of the third, as I mentioned. But at the start of the fourth, pretty much San Antonio scored a touchdown, responding to Memphis's late field goal towards the end of the third to make it 16-0 in the first place. Right now it's 16-8 now. And then Memphis added on another field goal, got 3 more points to make it 19-8, and then picked off San Antonio on the final possession. So it was looking really good, looking like they were going to have this game locked up, but they did have to punt with 2:47 left, no less. So San Antonio had to score 2 touchdowns in under 3 minutes. So they managed to score this first touchdown, but used the vast majority of their clock to do so. Scored a touchdown with 55 seconds left, making it 14-19. They failed their 3-point conversion. But John Trey Kirkland, who scored the previous touchdown, caught the onside attempt for 12 or 13 some-odd yards, whatever it is, to get the first down. I think it got a couple yards extra. And then San Antonio drove down the field and scored that touchdown with the throw to Cody Latimer with 8 seconds left in the game to shock Memphis. So not the worst choke job we've seen, but at the same time, you had a shutout and then a span of 3 minutes. You managed to lose. So
Tough luck.
you just got Falcons gonna Falcon, my own team. Well, my team pulled off the Falcons gonna Falcon.
Yeah.
So, all right, and the crazy story of the week. Not much to this one, other than the fact that I do have the link that we could go check that out really quick. But
I'm good.
Adam Lane, the running back for Florida in the 2015 Birmingham Bowl, ended up pooping his pants after running in a touchdown. He had a pretty good game. He had ran for 16 rushes, 109 yards, and his one poop touchdown. Could argue it's the crappiest touchdown in football history. He was huddled by his teammates after the touchdown, which is really nasty. So I think he pooped himself surrounding his teammates. He pooped on the guy hugging him. It's pretty nasty. So that is not, like I said, not much to it
You can pull up
other
the clip,
than I'm pulling up the clip, which I don't know why that didn't pull up. I guess why didn't work.
It's because you grabbed the you grabbed the
Gosh,
yeah, the dash.
Oh, wait. I grabbed that. That's why. So here we go. So this is the highlight of him pooping his pants. So you can tell they're all hugging him. I'm shocked nobody noticed that he pooped his pants, or at least smelled it. I'd imagine it would probably smell pretty bad.
Just like when Donovan McNabb just threw up on the field.
For real. For real. And there, wait. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Oh.
yep.
That is really bad,
They just
man.
rush him off.
So, he, and early in the game, too.
The guy
so,
handing him the towel.
Respect.
So, shout out to our boy. Pretty embarrassing, but he did, last thing to note, don't need to show my stream anymore. He did note, no publicity, there's no such thing as bad publicity. That is definitely subjective, but, hey, he's not embarrassed by it, so
Hey,
W.
Dude
So.
scored a touchdown.
What it's
How many
a crappy
how
touchdown.
many bowl game touchdowns do you have, Nate? None.
None.
Yeah.
He has one crappy touchdown. That's
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Oh, that's all I had.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we'll end it here.
Sounds
See
good.
you all next
See
week.
you guys next week.
See y'all.